President Donald Trump recently announced a bold and controversial plan. He wants the US to take over and own the Gaza Strip, and it's sparking major reactions around the world. Let's break down what this plan is all about and why it's getting so much attention. During a press conference at the White House, President Donald Trump revealed a proposal for the future of Gaza. The small but highly contentious area located along the Mediterranean coast bordered by Israel as well as Egypt. Trump, standing alongside Israel Prime Minister Benjamin, shared his vision of the U.S. taking ownership of Gaza with a goal of transforming it into a prosperous region in the Middle East. This idea has caught the attention of many, but not all reactions have been positive. People around the world, including political leaders, the human rights advocates, and the citizens are speaking out about this plan and what it could mean for the region. Let's dive into a key parts of Trump's plan. The U.S. ownership and development of the Gaza. Trump proposed that the United States would take ownership of Gaza. This means U.S. would have full control over the area, including its land as well as resources. The U.S. government would also be responsible for developing Gaza's economy, infrastructure, as well as security. The relocation of Palestinian residents. In another highly controversial part of the plan, Trump suggests that the Palestinian residents currently living in Gaza would be relocated to other countries. This would involve the movement of thousands, if not millions, of people to new places, potentially causing significant disruption to their lives. Transformation into the Riviera of the Middle East. Trump's envisioned Gaza being turned into a luxury destination like the famous French Riviera. The idea is to make the region an attractive place for tourists, businesses, and investment, helping to bring along long-term stability and prosperity. Critics question whether the vision could really come to true and whether it would benefit the people who already live there. Trump's vision for stability. Trump believes that the U.S. ownership and development of the Gaza will bring stability to the region. He highlighted that the need for clearing unexploded ordnance, which are bombs that never exploded but are still dangerous, and removing the rubble that has been left behind after years of conflict. His plan includes creating new job opportunities, improving local infrastructure, and making Gaza an economical, thriving area. But here's where the concerns start to arise. Can the U.S. really make this work? And will it bring the promised stability, or will it cause even more problems? The backlash from Palestinians and the Arab leaders. Trump's announcement didn't go without criticism. Palestinian leaders and human rights advocates urge that the plan violates international law and Palestinians' rights. They claim that forcible displacement of people from their homes and forcing them to move to other countries would be a serious violation of human rights. Many say it could even be classified as a crime against humanity. For Palestinians, Gaza is home. Asking them to leave their homes and move to other places isn't just an inconvenience, it's seen as an attack on their identity, culture, and their right to live freely in their own land. Reactions from regional leaders, Arab leaders in the region, including those of Egypt and Jordan, are also raising alarms. They warn that the forcible removing of Palestinians could create a bigger crisis in the Middle East. These countries are concerned about how the forced relocation might impact their own stability, as they already host large numbers of refugees. The Prime Minister, while supportive of Trump's proposal, didn't provide many details on how the U.S. would legalize and take control of Gaza. That's a major question. How would the U.S. legally acquire authority to govern Gaza? Would this involve international support, or would it be done? Concerns among U.S. allies. Not all Americans' allies are on board with this plan. Some are worried that the U.S. might be overstepping its bounds, especially in such a sensitive region. If the plan goes through, it could change the dynamics of Israel-Palestinian conflict in ways that are hard to predict. The U.S. has long been involved in the Middle East, but this proposal marks a major shift in policy. Historically, the U.S. has supported Israel, but the relationship with Palestinians has been far more complicated. Trump's plan would involve a much more direct role for the US, making it an even bigger player in the conflict that has lasted for decades. The bigger picture, Trump's plan isn't just a proposal for Gaza, it represents a new chapter in the history of US foreign policy. The idea of taking control of an entire region like Gaza is something we haven't seen before, and it raises questions about the power dynamic in the Middle East. If the US moves forward, how will it change the relationship between Israel, Palestinians, and the rest of the world? There are also suggestions about the feasibility of the plan. Can the US really make Gaza into a thriving, peaceful region, or would it create more chaos and instability? This proposal has certainly stirred up a lot of controversy, with people on all sides weighing in. Some see it as a chance of bringing peace and prosperity to Gaza, while others view it as a dangerous move that could make things even worse. It is clear that more discussion, debates, and negotiations will be needed before any major decisions are made. As the situation unfolds, one thing is certain: the future of Gaza and the Middle East as a whole may change in ways we can't yet predict. Only time will tell how the bold and controversial plan plays out. What do you think about Trump's plan for Gaza? Do you think it could bring stability, or do you believe it will make things worse? Or is Trump just talking for the reason of talking? Leave a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. Because if we don't talk about it, Trump will. He's got nothing better to do than to waste everybody's time.